Hello everybody, welcome back. Let's play Hearts of Iron 4 New Order Germany. Let us continue on from where we at last left off. So, deploy units, ignore you, don't ignore you. What do we want to build? It's a great question, great question. Also, I want to make sure we will skip this song. Not because I don't like it, but also because I don't know if it's actually copyrighted or not. Okay, let's build up some schools here. Looks good to me. Foreign policy decisions. Do we want to send more equipment to the Ba'athist? Because, like, I don't want to sound rude to the Ba'athist, but I don't like their chances. I want you to pull back. I want you to pull back. So I don't want to get my units killed off. If I can avoid that, that sounds fantastic to me. Now, is Italy going to win their war in Africa? I've got a sinking feeling. The answer is probably yeah. Delete you, delete you. Don't worry about you, don't worry about you. What about here? Is there anything in you we need to worry about? You're complete, you're complete, you're complete, you're complete, you're complete. Okay. Everyone here is where they need to be, so I think we can basically turn all of you off. You're 98%. You're very, very close to being finished. I think you got like 2 months left, give or take. We're almost there. We're almost there. So yes, we can ignore you, ignore you. I mean, we could maybe send them more weapons. I mean, involvement is at 100%. The more resources we send to help the bosses, the more we'll gain once the conflict ends. Well, unfortunately, there's not too much more I can really do about that, as nice as that would be. Because, I mean, Sudan, I can't see Sudan lasting too long. What about you? You might as well just go sit in the capital, hang out there, and maybe Sudan won't die immediately. But I've just got a sinking feeling, but I think I've already said, actually, like 2 minutes ago, that, oh, the Turkestan League declared war on the Turkmen Republic. More news from out of Central Asia today, as the ongoing unification talks between the major Central Asian nations has fallen apart with the death of several diplomats from the respective states. With talks effectively collapsing, it seems that the Turkmen Legion, ally of Germany, is mobilizing to intervene. Well, it was probably because tensions were so high, huh? But you're my friend. You're at war with all these people. Can I send you units? We have no reason to get involved in the proxy war. I don't believe that's true. I think I have a very good reason to get intervened in this, into this proxy war. Thank you very much. Do we have any idea how many units you guys have? 12 to 17 versus 7, 4 to 8, 1 to 2, and 4 to 8. I mean, by far, you have more units than the rest of them. Combined, you don't. Okay, well, you killed one of them. Fantastic. That works out well for me. I mean, if you can kill probably like the Islamic State over here, the Islamic State of Talas, move all your units to go take out the People's Republic of Bukhara and then the Turkmen Republic. That sounds absolutely fantastic. One, I would give you 1,000,000 gold stars if you can get that done for me. So like Iraq is developing a little bit. We now got the Islamic Republic of Iraq versus the Iraqi Republic. And then we have tiny little Iraq. Look at them over here in the corner. I don't know how you're still alive. Do we need do you need to get down to 0% to actually get killed off? You actually do. So because they have this province, they're technically still kicking. Okay, so our tank division here did get killed off, which is a little sad. But let's have you defend like Alexandria and Cairo, and then just kind of hope you you last long enough. I'm gonna send you to Cairo. I'm going to send you... I cannot draw a fallback line here, but what if I do this instead? Have you pull back. Just defend Alexandria, please. We're just going to defend major victory points here. Try to delay the complete collapse of our Ba'athist allies. It's a little sad. It's a little sad. I have a feeling that Italy is going to basically recontrol the entirety of the Middle East. But hey, we at least made them pay for it in blood. Because Oman, you're an Italian puppet. Yes, you're an Italian puppet. Yemen is an Italian puppet. We have a Japanese and the Americans. So I mean, I guess Italy's not going to control Iraq anymore. But aside, what about like Beirut? Beirut's just kind of hanging out, but they're not at war with the Italians. But yeah, but like I'm not surprised that this is the outcome. I mean, how did... When Italy is going to bring their entire might into the Middle East, and all we can do is send volunteers, It's not a surprise that we cannot really involve ourselves more. Like, if we could just go to war with Italy directly, or to, you know, theoretically pressure the Italians to withdraw out of the Middle East, that would be nice. Unfortunately, that's not something we can do. What about the Vatican City? What are they... Has the Vatican always existed? I feel like they weren't here at the beginning of the game, but maybe I'm just completely mistaken. Okay, so next month you should get completed. Okay, we're holding out in Alexandria, which is quite nice. We're holding in Cairo. But yeah, but like once Egypt's dead, once Sudan is dead, pushing away to Palestine and to Syria, like it's going to be a cakewalk. They really don't have anything to actually fear there. And Saudi Arabia, they're also a Italian like ally. Are they Italian puppet state? No, but they are in the sphere of influence. Which is a little sad for us. Breaking the chains. A German teenager flicked through the channels in boredom, waiting for his friends to arrive. He saw a cartoon pop up for a brief second and quickly clicked back to it. He was hit with a wave of nostalgia. Heil Sie it, the shitty propaganda cartoon that ended with pictures of Borman's fat face over some bombastic music. This episode heavily featured the late Pratat Bulder von Schett, a posh effeminate man with limp wrists and menacing gait, who schemed to destroy Germany. He was beaten up by Bormann in the end, who was wearing the same antique suit of armor Thomas remembered from the old days. He grinned at the ridiculousness of it all. How could he ever enjoy this garbage? As an ignorant child, he had feasted on Nazi propaganda like a starving man with a bowl of stew. Bormann had been a symbol of unity and pride for the fatherland. He was, as his uncle often proclaimed, a humble man continuing Hitler's legacy. Yet, as Thomas's aged, so had the bloated Fuhrer. The country was torn apart by mass purges. His Catholic father had been suffering a mental breakdown after the abolition of the churches. Thomas's mother had not gone a day without crying since the death of her brother, shot alongside all the secretaries and deputies of their Galtier. He had been purged during the second night. He heard the doorbell ring and quickly turned off the TV, grabbing his jacket and placard. Something held him back. Thomas knew he was placing his family at risk, his father, his mother, his younger brother Roland, yet he did not have a choice. Someone had to stand up to the sadistic thugs in power. As he leapt into a car and drove towards the protest, the radio began broadcasting an address of Leopold Glutter, the new propaganda minister. The lads broke into a chant as they drove him out. Or to drown him out. Fuck Bormann, fuck the Nazis, fuck Bormann, fuck the Nazis. Well, it seems like all of our... Maybe more schools, just a little bit more propaganda. Seems like all of our propaganda campaign efforts from previous years maybe did not have the intended effects. Which is a little sad. Well, it's sad for Bormann. Because everything that he worked for has not... Well, I mean, people don't like him, basically. Okay, Sudan has been killed. Presumably, that means that now Sudan is... It's actually not considered a defeat. It's technically still ongoing. Oh, because you're still here. Wait a second. I thought you died. Okay, the people see her. Next up, we'll go for the Wilhelmstadt. Well, goodbye, Sudan. We hardly knew ye. God bless. Godspeed. The completion of the Breitscherbahn. It is finally done. It had cost no small amount of money, influence, manpower, resources, but it had finally been done. The Breitscherbahn was complete, and all major cities of the Reich were now connected in a continuous rail line. Perhaps the most ambitious project in years, it was a success that Bormann intended to squeeze every last drop out of. To loud applause from officials, media, and citizens alike, he stepped onto the podium at the Baku train station. With the completion and inauguration of the Kazakhstan-Baku line, the Breitscherbahn would be officially completed. He had inaugurated the first such line completed, and it was only right today to do the same for the conclusion. For once, the smile on his face was a genuine one. This had gone on for a long time to establishing his own legacy, and now that it was useful for the Reich was a practical way, was a grand bonus. He waved, thanked the crowd and the workers, and went through the whole spiel that he had come for. Though with some actual enthusiasm, he didn't have to fake. This had been a grand feat, and he would have to make sure all the Reich knew it. The smile on his face was also for those rivals and enemies that laid hidden, who had secretly been hoping for the protest to fall out of jealousy to his success. But he had defied his rivals and critics today. He had succeeded, and all the Reich now saw it. Yes, he had ride back along to Germania. He wants to enjoy this moment for as long as possible. Okay, GDP has now gone up. Fantastic. You're now completed. You're now completed. I mean, there's still 9 million slaves, but let's not worry about that bit. That bit, I think we can ignore. I guess because you're in a faction, right? Because you're in a faction, you're not actually dead yet. Okay, I mean, that's understandable. I guess we'll send you weapons. Just maybe that'll help you out in some way. But I'm not... Look, it's not going to work out too well for us in the long run, okay? Oh, you're actually doing fantastic over here, though. The state of Turks? More like the state of... Hell yeah. We like what we're seeing here. I guess I'm not, like, too surprised. Like, once we saw the actual figure counts, the troop counts, it all seemed to, finish legislative election, largely shaped by the reaction to the recent unification of the Russian anarchy. Okay, so you have elected the SDPs again. The Turkestan Legion is now the Turkestan National State. And, oh my lord, look at that. They joined the Einspakt immediately. So, I mean, if we look at the Einspakt, like, that's looking pretty good. I mean, we don't have the UK. We don't have France. But, like, aside from that, I mean, we have Iran. We've got Turkmenistan. It's looking pretty on the up and up. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, we'll deploy you over to these islands in the South Pacific or South Indian Ocean. Got Black Dogs, the oil crisis. Now, is the oil crisis ever going to end? Maybe not. There's I think, a good reason to think that it'll never actually finish. You know what? Build infrastructure around. There we go. Oh, I guess you can actually see the train line, too. That's kind of cool. We can actually see... I'm assuming this is what the train line's supposed to be. It actually does connect... kind of everywhere. Now, surprisingly, it doesn't actually go to Vienna. You think Vienna would be one of the major cities in the Reich, but you know what? They're Austrians. Fuck them. Get them out of here. We don't need that shit in our Germania. Okay. Anyways. I am... Well, we did lose Alexandria, so you know what? I guess fall back to Port Said. Maybe we can defend the Suez Canal in some regard. Like, I'm actually surprised that Italy hasn't won yet. Because Italy, because they're actually at war, they could bring their entire army down. I mean, they don't have that many units, all things considered. But there's no reason that Italy couldn't just station their entire army over by Alexandria, push away to the Suez, and then go into, you know, the Middle East. There's no reason they couldn't do this. But yet they haven't, because they are very, very bad at their jobs. Which is good for us. I mean, actually, is it good for us? Because, I mean, there's no way we can win. But as long as we kind of tell Italy to go fuck itself, maybe that's all we need. Oh, yeah, Italy does have nukes, too. They've one singular warhead. What a loser state. What a garbage country. One nuclear weapon? I wouldn't even blow my nose for one nuclear weapon. I don't know exactly what that means, but, you know, it made sense to somebody, I'm sure. Like, look at this. Like, the Italian army, like, this whole area is undefended. Why don't you just move in? Okay, they're going to take the Suez Canal. And if the Suez Canal falls, then I think, pretty sure Egypt's fucked. Okay, well, it's time for you, then, to go to Tel Aviv. Stay in Cairo for right now, but you might need to fall back. You know what? You might need to fall back, like, now. Make your way to Gaza. Yeah, go this way. I don't think Egypt's got what it takes right now to survive this. And especially now there's an Italian landing here. Oh, and there's also the Italian landing over in Jordan. Yeah, no, this all seems bad, okay? Well, you're now here. Which is less than ideal. What if we move you to this province? Egypt, how are you actually faring out? I think if Egypt collapses, that might be it. I'm not too sure. 65%. Yeah, bring our boys home. You don't worry about the Suez Canal anymore, okay? It's clearly it's had its time. That time is not now. That time is it's time for us to get the fuck out of here, and you did not die. Godspeed, Nasser. You won the initial war. You're not winning this one though. Sayonara. We'll see you in another lifetime. Okay, let us connect it all. GDP will increase. Fantastic. Get our forces the hell out of here. Goodbye, Egypt. Like, you're very dead. I mean, they haven't taken Cairo yet. So I mean, if they don't have Cairo, maybe like can the pyramids, can they have like nuclear weapons on them? Can they just shoot the Italians? That would be nice. Goodbye, Cairo. I think Midnight. I think. Are you dead? You're not dead. I mean, I'm stunned by that. But I mean, like it's over. It's been more over now than it's ever been in the past. But again, I'm not too surprised. Like Italy winning over the Arab states isn't stunning. It's just really sad for us. And I was looking at the Italian focus tree, like because they decided to declare war on the Syrian Republic. If Syria wasn't socialist and they were just, you know, some other ideology, one, we wouldn't get dragged into this war at all. But also, if they had just done strike the Saudis instead, then they would have declared war on Saudi Arabia, and I would have gotten all my lovely Arab states. But now I have nothing. I've got nothing to show for it. All the manpower, all the weapons I sent to the Middle East, I literally don't think I have a single state. Why is Qatar here? Oh, is that an actual peace deal? Like, I know this sounds a little silly. Does Italy not have an actual event peace deal for killing Egypt here? I guess they don't. Defeat, 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 defeat. Okay. Well, let's fix up Mark State, Mark State. Give this to Italy, please. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. Don't give it to Oman. Oman, they have territory here. You know, they've done well. And you know what? Qatar, transfer that to Italy as well. I hate it. I despise. I hate this, but really, I should have. Anyways, I think we're done here. Thanks for watching. Have a great time. Goodbye.